Welcome once again to the video which is called Power of Hands. So as we are using only hands for these concepts, so I have named this video as Power of Hand. In my previous video, I have discussed about how to round up the numbers from at tens place. The same concept I'll be carrying forward for using the rounding the numbers to hundreds place and thousands place and so on. If it is being asked, normally after thousands place, no one is going to ask in the curriculum. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, I am taking a number 1, 2, 5. Now, I have been told to round off this number to the hundreds place. As soon as I say 100, we have to first tell the child in 100 how many zeros are there. The child will say 20. So, we have to round off to 1, 2. It means subsequently for this number and this number we have put 0. The number which is going to change will be only at hundreds place. Ones place, tens place, hundred place. Now, for changing this number, we have to say just the number which is after this. This number is 2. This 2 is less than 5. Using the same concept, 2. 2 is definitely less than 5 because we didn't have to open our full fingers. 2. 2 is less than 5. So in that case, this number is not going to change. So the number here will be 1. Now, as I'll be looking forward for some number which can change it. So I have written 176. Now I have to change this number to the round to the nearest hundreds. The same concept, 1, 2, because it is 100. The subsequent numbers are these. Now, here the number changing should be this. So, number considered will be this. This 7 is more than 5 because for 5, if I saw 5, I have to add another 2 to make it 7. So, in that case, the number will be, number is 7 is more than 5. So, this number will also become more. So, this more number will become 1 will become 2. So, this is 200. Now, let me tell you, if at this place only, I have made the number thousands, something, and here also I made 2. But I have to round up only for till hundreds place. In that case also, the answer remains the same. Why? Because the number considered will be just till the 100 place. The 1000 place will be written as such. So here the number I was writing 1 because of 2. Here number I wrote 2. So and the number which will be followed will be 3. And the number here which will be followed will be just 2. So this number is just copying. This number is just copying. Now suppose instead of this only, we have to round the number, this number, to the hundreds place also and to the thousands place also. In that case, how it is going to change, that we have to see. First thing it will change is, here only we have to add one more 0 because it is thousands. Here also we will add one more 0 because it is 1000. Now let's see. Here, corresponding to this 0, and the immediate at the thousands place is 100. Definitely 1 is less than 5. In that case, this number is not going to change. So whether you round 3125 to the tens to the hundreds place or to the thousands place, the answer remains to 3000. It is going to change only when the number is changing here. If the number here is changing, then in that case, this is going to change because this will be more than 5. In that case, this number will become here 4. Right? Now, in second place also, just because we have kept 1 only, I would like to keep here 8. So, when we are rounding off to hundreds place, in that case, I am just rounding off 2 first. So, now as it is 8, it is 7. So, definitely the number here, it is 7. The 8 will change to 9. And then this is comping. But when it comes to rounding at thousands place, definitely we will remove this 9. We will write a 0 here, and at this place now we have to consider the number 8, which is again more than 5. So in that case again the number will become more, so it will become 3. So now you understood, like whenever anything is there, we have to see the number which we have already made 0 and the number towards the left side, because numbers always we should be used to writing from the right to the left. Whenever we are writing right to the left, we are counting also ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. In that case, we have to see the subsequent number which is the last 0 corresponds to, and that number we have to see if it is less than 5 or more than 5, and the impact of that number will be just to the number to the prior of that number. So in that case you will not have any of the confusion, and then you can see as one of the case I showed you, where rounding to hundreds and rounding to thousands, we both at both the places we get the same answer. So the students should not get confused because of this. We have to understand, like when we drill into that, we'll get to know why the number is changing. If the number remains the same, like at ones place, and then we are doing for the 100 place, definitely that number is not going to change because ones place is not affecting. But if it is at tens place, the number at hundreds place is definitely going to affect. If it is at hundreds place, the number at thousands place is definitely going to impact. So this was the second part of the power of hands, because with hands only we could know. And as you know, like our learners are visual learners. So if something is presented in front of them, like many a times the child is confused, 3 is more or 5 is more, 4 is more or 5 is more. Definitely they will understand because 4 is the before number, but most of the time before number also they get confused. But if you show here, it will be like imprisoned in their mind. Now whenever I say before number also and the child get confused, I always tell them, okay, you want to know before 7 and they are saying 8. So we say, why don't you just show before, means one finger closed. How many? It's 5 plus 1, 6. But always have the habit of flashing for 5. 5. So me, this you can do as an activity of learning or playing with a child. Can you flash 5? Because the child is used to high 5, high 10. So this concept we can use in everywhere. In my next video, I'll be showing you the estimated sum and difference using the same concept of rounding up. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you once again.